Tonight, the world is holding its breath. Moscow unveils a display of military might that has shocked the West. It's not a typical parade. This is a raw show of power, a message that Russia is strong, united, and prepared. The world's attention is fixed on Moscow. Every tank, every soldier, a word in a sentence written in steel and fire. The first act has begun, and the world is watching. The heart of Moscow became a river of steel. Tverskaya Street transformed into a channel for military power. The procession began with T-14 Armata tanks, predators from a science fiction film, moving with terrifying grace. Each tank spaced with precision, cannons skyward, a testament to Russia's industrial might. As the column reached Red Square, the ancient domes of St. Basil's Cathedral watched over a parade of modern warfare. The cobblestones, witnesses to centuries of history, now bore the weight of Russia's most advanced tanks. Following the tanks came infantry fighting vehicles, Kurganets 25 and Bumerang, showcasing a modernized ground force. Artillery followed, Koalitsia SV howitzers, mobile fortresses capable of devastating firepower. For over an hour, the stream of armor was relentless, a visual and auditory overload. This was more than a display of equipment, it was a demonstration of logistics and a military-industrial complex running at full tilt. Not just vehicles from storage, but a living, moving army on display. The message, overwhelming force, unmistakable. The scale was hard to comprehend, the impact impossible to ignore. The world watched as Russia's Steel River flowed through its capital. The human element was as impressive as the machines. Thousands of soldiers marched in perfect unison, boots striking the ground in a single sharp crack. Each soldier a component in a larger organism, faces stoic, eyes forward. They represented every branch of the Russian military, from infantry to elite paratroopers. The discipline was a message in itself, a reflection of unity and strength. Crowds watched in awe, waving flags, cheering as soldiers and tanks passed. For them, this was national pride made visible. The formations were military choreography, regiments moving as one, banners high, connecting modern soldiers to a long lineage of tradition. The precision was not just for show, it was a psychological tool, presenting an image of a nation completely aligned. This unity is a powerful weapon in an age of information warfare. The sight of thousands marching as one, cheered by thousands more, sends a clear signal. Russia is a monolith, a united front. The spectacle was a masterclass in national branding. The government designed the parade to fuel this sentiment, reinforcing the idea of a strong, resilient Russia. The unity of people, military, and government was on full display. The world saw not just soldiers, but a nation moving as one. The message Russia's will is unbreakable. This parade served two purposes: domestic pride and international power projection. For Russians, it was a celebration of military and technological achievement, a narrative of national resurgence. For the world, it was power projection in its purest form. Every element was chosen to send a message to foreign governments and military analysts. The T-14 Armata tanks signaled advancements in armored warfare. The S-500 air defense systems warned of Russia's aerial shield. This was not just a show, but a catalog of capabilities, a psychological operation on a global scale. The non-traditional date amplified its message, creating uncertainty and forcing other nations to reconsider their calculations. The parade seized the initiative on the world stage. It was a masterclass in strategic communication, speaking to both domestic and foreign audiences. For Russians, comfort and pride. For others, concern and caution. The thundering tanks and marching soldiers were symbols open to interpretation, but all led to one conclusion: Russia demands to be taken seriously. The world has no choice but to listen. Every piece of equipment was laden with symbolism. The T-14 Armata symbolized a new era, innovation and ambition. Modernized T-72B3 tanks showed depth and resilience, blending new with old for a massive, cost-effective force. Soldiers in Ratnik combat gear marched with historical regimental flags, linking them to centuries of Russian military history. The parade told the story of a nation, strength built on historical greatness and sacrifice. The order was symbolic: ground forces, then air defense, then strategic missile forces. This progression was a narrative: control the ground, the skies, and hold the ultimate deterrent. Each section, each vehicle, each formation was a chapter in a book of power. The symbolism was clear: strength, sovereignty, readiness. The message was meant for everyone, from Russian citizens to generals in the Pentagon. The Kremlin used military hardware to communicate its worldview. Russia is central, undeniable, and shaping its own future. The world was meant to understand. This event was months in the making, shrouded in secrecy. Elite units and pristine equipment were selected, movements disguised as routine exercises. The goal: maximum surprise. A world shocked when the curtain lifted. Soldiers endured grueling training, perfecting every step and gesture. The logistics were immense, moving hundreds of vehicles and thousands of soldiers to Moscow undetected. Special railway schedules, convoys at night, and misdirection campaigns fooled foreign intelligence. The success of the secrecy was a testament to Russian military discipline and capability. The suddenness created awe and unease. If Russia could do this in secret, what else was possible? The surprise turned the parade into a demonstration of strategic cunning. The military showed not just strength but sophistication, moving pieces on the board without opponents knowing. The months of hidden preparation were as much a message as the parade itself. The world was left to wonder what else might be happening, unseen. The psychological impact was profound. The climax was a moment of profound silence and immense power. The RS-28 Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile, Satan II, rolled into view, carried on a massive transporter. The missile, a sleek white cylinder, was the parade's ultimate statement. The Sarmat is Russia's strategic trump card, capable of striking any target on the planet and defeating any missile defense. Its presence was not a threat, but a reminder: it exists. A silent, terrifying message of deterrence. Any conflict with Russia could have unimaginable consequences. The crowd watched with pride and sobriety, understanding its significance. For them, it was security. For the world, a chilling reminder of Russia's nuclear status. The slow, deliberate pace gave time to absorb the weight of what they were seeing. The Sarmat's message was aimed at the highest levels of global power, a strategic signal to other nuclear states. By parading its most powerful weapon, Russia drew a clear, red line. The missile rolled past the Kremlin and disappeared, but its image lingered. It had delivered its message without a sound. The world was left to contemplate the consequences. The rules of deterrence had been re-established. As the last missile transporter cleared Red Square, the focus returned to the human element. A combined column of soldiers from different academies and branches marched forward, the future of Russia's officer corps. Their presence symbolized continuity, power passed to a new generation. The parade concluded with a display of national unity. Soldiers marching, a military band playing patriotic songs, the crowd singing along. It was a powerful, spontaneous moment, transforming the parade into a shared experience of patriotism. The final column marched off, boots striking the cobblestones with relentless rhythm. The parade was over, but its message lingered: unwavering resolve, unity of purpose. The tanks and soldiers returned to their bases, but the impression was permanent. The square emptied, but the memory remained. The parade projected an image of a nation strong, united, and resolute. A declaration made not with words, but with military might. The silence that followed was as powerful as the noise that preceded it. The world was left to reflect on what it had witnessed. Today, the world watched as Russia put its power on full display. This was no routine ceremony, but a calculated, stunning demonstration. The message was delivered not in words, but in the thunder of tank treads and the synchronized crash of boots on stone. Russia chose the language of force, and the world received the message. In every capital, analysts are working to understand the implications. The parade was psychological warfare, designed to inspire pride at home and sow caution abroad. The secrecy, scale, and sophistication were all part of a carefully crafted narrative. Russia presented itself as a reborn military superpower, rooted in history, clear in its vision. There were no speeches about peace, only the parade itself. The unwavering discipline, overwhelming weapons, and the Sarmat missile were a declaration of strength. Russia has shown its capabilities and will. The world is left to interpret this silent, thundering statement. The tanks are gone, but their presence is still felt. Russia's message was written in steel, not ink, roared by engines, declared by a unified army. The world will not soon forget what it saw today.